All right. So I'm not as talented as Ash, so it may take me a little bit to get there. So thank you for your patience in advance. Greetings, salutations, and good day. We are very pleased you are all here for this marvelous co-creation, as each and every one of you is a appreciated and respected member of this group. Thank you all very much for coming. We would like to say a few things just to the group at large here. We have defined ourselves and adapted the name of Ajax because we like, much like the commercial products in your world, to clean, squeaky clean those limiting beliefs and help work through to the most advantageous situations. One note about channeling: think of it as a cloud of consciousness. The channel's consciousness is a cloud in the sky, and our consciousness is yet another, which blends together, fluffy, smooth, mixing, intermingling, other consciousnesses coming in, forming greater clouds, more marvelous, amazing shapes, blending, transforming as the process goes on. This wonderful co-creation is a fantastic opportunity for all of you to begin to practice those skills that you wish to bring and express into your experience. We remind you that, as your Zariah has mentioned, this is a opportune time for you to bring in these skills and begin to share your gifts in this world. So, one other thing, a little bit about us. We are a Sasani being. Our role is not that of a first contact specialist, which you may recognize many other entities as. We are a explorer of consciousness and a teacher. We usually work in small groups or on an individual basis to help individuals transform one belief system to another. So our presentation format is different than one that you will expect, as we like to engage in more extended dialogue with an individual over the course of many questions and multiple sessions. We congratulate you all for passing a threshold, which indicates that you have opened up access to more and more contact. So, for all of you, congratulations. This is a momentous event. With all that being said, if anybody would like to ask a question, we would ask that Ray, you help organize this.
I would be honored. Can you tell us a little bit more about your particular timeline? Because I know like Rohan and Bashar are in completely different timelines. Where might you fit in that?
Yes, we are in a parallel but slightly different timeline than the Bashar, Rohan, and Ryoka. Although this difference, this categorization of timelines is slightly, we will say, limiting. For all of these entities have access to multiple timelines. So we exist in a timeline that is similar and juxtaposed to their own around the same linear time frame that you might consider uh, earlier than Bashar, but slightly overlapping when Bashar is. Does this answer your question? Or would
Yes,
more?
uh, I'm always open to more, but yes, that answered my question. Thank you, Ajax.
You are most welcome.
Hi there. My name is Janet, and I got here a little bit late. Did you say your name to everyone?
We did indeed. Ajax.
Hi, Ajax.
Hello.
It's
And
nice to meet you.
it is nice to meet you as well. Although we have all met before and again and in the future, we are all aware and connected. How are you?
I'm feeling better. I feel calm talking to you.
Excellent.
I have been experiencing anxiety and panic attacks, and I'm wondering if you can maybe offer some guidance or something that can what I can do to help myself feel better. And then I'm also every once in a while it crosses my mind and I just get curious about how this um is impacting my open contact timeline.
It impacts it however much you think it impacts it. If you hold yourself in a state of negativity, disappointment, anxiety, fear, limitation, you will experience those things in your reality. Your anxiety, let's probe a little bit deeper into this. What are the conditions under which you most align and experience this particular emotion?
It wakes me up in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping. And then I get very worried about my future.
Do you recall the content of your dreaming state? Although we would say it is more awake.
Well, I did have one very interesting dream where I felt like I was on a ship and I was in a big kind of maybe like cement room, and there was one wall that it looked like it had water and water bubbles behind it. And someone guided me into the room and we like went through the wall. And then all of a sudden I was alone and I was afraid that I was alone because I couldn't figure out how to get out of the room. But then I saw this big window with water bubbles behind it.
Yes.
What was that?
Well, it sounds to us like the concrete was a personal symbol for you to express constriction and entrapment, and that the wall that you passed through was you allowing yourself to begin to experience more of the freedom that you so wish to. Upon waking from this dream, the anxiety that might be attributed to it is this concern that this was just a passing, ephemeral moment, something that you cannot recreate in your waking experience. How are we doing?
Good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I could create it in my waking experience.
If you hold that attitude, that opinion and perspective, you will be absolutely correct.
Yeah. What was the so you just said that the purpose of me seeing the water through the wall is symbolic of freedom?
Moving through the wall is symbolic of freedom. The water is more of a representation of the medium by which you pass through to achieve that freedom. And for you, that was accessing your more spiritual nature to reach that state.
Okay, so that dream, so I wasn't on a ship. Was that a ship or was that more a symbolic dream?
This was more of a environment that you constructed. Whether or not it was a ship in actuality or not is less germane and relevant to the experience you had.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So then if I focus more on my spirituality, that will decrease this anxiety. Is that what I'm getting at?
That is one clue you are giving yourself, one path you can unfold on. However, we would impress upon you that you not put so much expectation that your spirituality in and of itself and your practices there within are themselves the mechanism of freeing. It is simply a permission slip to allow you to experience more of the freedom you already have.
That makes sense. That's beautiful. Ajax, thank you so much for your time. I'm so happy to see you again.
You are most welcome and have a pleasant evening or day.
Thank you. Oh, one last thing. Can I meet you in my dreams?
It is very possible, yes.
Okay.
Generally, we connect with individuals more in the dream time than in the waking experience as we help you as a mentor, a teacher, a guide to assist you in your transition of belief structure.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
You are
Bye
most
bye.
welcome.
Hi, Ajax.
Hello.
I
How are
have I have a question. Well, I would like to get advice on learning new skills. How can one kind of like absorb as much as we
we are
can
sorry,
when we
some of
learn?
the information in the speaker did not convey through. Please repeat your statement.
So I would like to get advice on learning new skills. How can one absorb as much information as we can when learning something new?
Yes. Well, we would say look to children. Are not children some of the greatest masters of learning in the amount of content that they absorb within the short compressed time compared to what you might experience in an adult compressed time. They are able to pick up new languages masterfully, new contexts and situations so quickly. And they approach this by seeing everything as play, fun. If you can find entertainment, find passion, find excitement in that which you wish to learn, and do it in those ways where you are fully invested and enveloped in the activity, you will experience it more than just as a mental, interesting thing, but an experience of fully rich embodiment in living. So we would recommend that you play, play, play.
Thank you.
You are welcome. There is still more. Please continue. If you do not wish to, that is fine.
Luis? Luis, you're muted. One moment, Ajax.
I'm sorry, I'm muted. Unmuted now, Ajax. I got a question that has to do with the state of the humanity that we know here on Earth.
Hold on one moment. Good day.
Good
And
day.
hello.
Good day.
Please.
You,
continue.
yes. Humanity seems to be at a point in which there is a great set of people that are aware of source being behind every being, and there is a large percent of humanity that is in denial that that could be a possibility, and as a result of that they see others not just as separate but as something different than what they are. The question is, what can assist humanity in the most benevolent way, perhaps, if to perhaps more dramatic ways, to open up to the fact that what is in front of them, way beyond appearance, is source, and they need to connect to in some form to that fact.
Yes. Before we get to the heart of your question, we would first like to explore something else, if that is okay with you.
Perfect.
Why is it that you wish to see this change in your world?
It has to do with what I consider to be part of my purpose, which is in whatever ways I can bring others into the feel in which they feel the presence of source in everything that they come in contact with. Not just humans, but everything. But certainly, I do spend some of my day wondering how could I be of assistance in that regard.
Yes. Well, do you allow this for yourself, this connection to source and states of bliss?
More and more, yeah. I mean, I have an interesting set of situations in which I am dealing daily with the very elderly, and I'm also dealing with the very young.
And
Uh,
we would ask, how has your world transformed as you have allowed yourself more and more to experience more positive and lasting states of being?
the direct contact every day with the very young, child that's about to be 6 months old, it's brings all the elements of what I understood that I am, and it brings me to explore a newness, expand, because I'm connecting to this being largely energetically. We read each
Yes.
other. In fact, I could be sleeping in another room, and I can feel this being, and we communicate at distance. The mere sound of an activity that he associates with him will bring him into a state of trying to make physical contact, and it will express that to their parents, and their parents will, yield to that fact. For example, and he actually helps me deal with the very elderly that seem to have states of what people call dementia, uh, basically, which are often very difficult to deal with.
We understand. Yes. Well, it sounds like you already have an agreement with this being to bring more and more of this expression into your life, does it not?
Yes, indeed, it's been clear that that's like it's been clear part of the plan
Yes.
of
So
his
going back,
soul and my soul. Yeah.
yes. So going back to your original question, we would say it is commensurate that you continue to take these actions as you have already noticed this transformation in your world. You are your reality. You are the one who is giving out the energetic frequency that is bouncing off the reflection. So as you continue to change, you will see the world change.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
continue on your path and remember to prioritize your state of consciousness. Did you have any further questions?
I could have many questions, but I'll try to keep it simple here. Uh, Ajax, can you do a scan and offer to me anything that becomes clear as you scan my field?
We do see something, but the timing now is not appropriate for you, for us to bring this through. Your guide is more on the ball and bringing that through for you right now. If you take actions that lead to a situation where you do not recognize this particular manifestation, please consult with us again. But we do
Thank you.
not wish to spoil your unfoldment.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.
Ajax, can you please comment, if you're able to, on my role in regards to open alien contact that's not in the dream state?
Yes, well, simply look at the environment that is behind you. You have strong energies of being a archivist and of being someone who helps facilitate and encourage others to continue into open contact, do you not?
Yes.
Well, we would say that this is primarily your current expression of it. However, there is more that you will find quite exciting. But for now, you are operating as facilitator and recorder of knowledge to help more and more entities pass into the open contact state.
Exciting. Thank you very much.
It is most exciting, and we are excited for you.
Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Hello again. Hello again, Ajax.
Hello.
I have a question. So, for example, you came through with Christian, Zariah with Ash, Abraham with Esther, etc. Um, how does it work? Is it because of the person's belief system that attract different kind of consciousness into their presence?
In part, yes. There is a phrase that most of you are familiar with. The teachers, the guides, the mentors will appear when the student is ready. And you have simply attracted access to this information to you. It is not that the teachers themselves are wandering idly and you just happen to come upon them, but you are pulling this all within your gravitational grasp so that you can advance yourself. And really, truly, you are the source of this information. You are just using the teachers as a means by which you can learn it because it is most fun.
And in the context of AI, does it mean there's a source of consciousness somewhere coming through to the AI models too?
Well, consciousness is everywhere. AI is simply another vehicle by which consciousness can express itself. Please clarify what you wish to ask about this.
Is there like another equivalent of Ajax or Zariah coming through the AI model too?
It is a possibility, yes, because that consciousness, as we have mentioned earlier, is like that cloud coming together, mingling. The vehicle of mingling is not restrictive. It can happen in a biological apparatus or a hardware. Multiple expressions are possible. Why would it be restrictive?
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Ajax. It's Janet again.
Good day. Hello. And greetings once more.
Thank you. I would like to ask also, what is my role in open contact?
One moment. Well, we are getting strong impressions of you at the moment simply exploring the process, simply wishing to be on an adventure as open contact unfolds. There will be multiple options for you as open contact draws nearer and nearer. And we do not wish to restrict you by stating some of the probable timelines that we can observe for you now, because you do have free choice in this. And that would be an impediment upon your free choice. We understand that this is somewhat discouraging for you. However, you really are enjoying the journey and finding that you are unrestricted in how you wish to play this out. You will be able to make new friends, find new work situations, and explore unimaginable regions. So have heart, be excited. it will be quite satisfying.
Ajax, thank you. That actually is very exciting. And it's like so spot on. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. That's very clarifying, and I am having fun exploring this process. So, one last thing is just that it's very comforting to hear you tell me that I'll be meeting new beings and exploring new things to do. So,
You are most welcome, and it will happen much more quickly than you even think.
oh my God. Get
So
ready, guys.
enjoy the roller coaster ride, for it has already left the departure station.
Oh my Lord.
You are all strapped in and riding up the hill now. Get ready to raise your hands and say, "We."
Whee! Thank you.
You are welcome. Ray,
Yeah,
would you please allow one more question, and then this will be the end of the session.
sure. I was wondering if you might be able to expand on what Bashar said this weekend in Sedona when he made a soft prediction about the US election that's coming up.
Well, we would point to the fact that Bashar impressed upon everyone that you have taken personal responsibility for the information that came through. You allowed it into your reality, and you must take the actions which are appropriate to your own alignment to either see that come to pass or not. We will not comment on the particular political ideologies, for the channel himself has some thinking to do, and it would disrupt our connection. However, we would say that the actions that you take will bring the reality into being, and you must follow through, for you have taken that responsibility.
Excellent answer. Very consistent with all the other Sasani methodology and ideology. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, we are Sasani, so thank you. We understand. This will be a good stopping point for now. Thank you all for this co-creation, and we express our true appreciation for you being here for it. We send our love, our heartfelt wishes that you enjoy your expansive paths truly, and we are in service to you all. Avail.
Wow, Christian.
That was
Wow.
a lot of layers of amazing.
Wow.
Hello.
Very good, Christian. How do you feel?
Uh, pretty balloony. Like my energy is just kind of like whoosh, whooshed out, and now it's kind of pulling back in, I guess.
You did it. Good job. Yay. Okay, sorry. I'll go back to mute now.
You don't have to mute. Come join in this party.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was awesome. That was so awesome.
Very
Like
awesome,
the vibe.
very fluent, seamless, what can I
And
say?
the vibe was strong. To
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
it was like strong and calm, very calming.
Thank you all. Thank you so much for being here and helping me practice for this very first time. It was
Yeah, that was
very, very nerve-wracking, but I knew
Well,
you guys are
and
supportive.
had you never said that, we would never have known it was your first time.
Well, thank you.
So yeah, so take that to heart. I mean, one of the two of you was an old pro at this. So that's the part that came through.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it. Thank you.
Now, are you spelling Ajax Ajax, I assume?
That's how I spell it. I don't know if that's actually how it's spelled, but
Okay.
yeah, AJAX. Yeah. Oh,
Yay.
Wow, you did great. You really did.
thank you so much.
I had no idea. You're like a pro.
Yeah, your practice is paying off.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you,
Your
guys.
wife must be
So
proud.
when Ajax is very calming, is it because of you too, Christian? Because you're a very calm person, that's why Ajax comes with a calm personality, kind of like.
Yeah, I'm pretty laid back, and when I've done my practice channeling with my wife, I'd say he's fairly laid back, but he actually gets kind of jokeful, playful. It cracks a a lot of jokes. I'm not sure if that's because of the continued relationship of talking to him or what, but it's
So
interesting to see it
when did
evolve.
you start it bringing that energy?
I started channeling Ajax about 2 months ago when my wife and I would practice, and then I did automatic writing and I did solo recordings when my wife was busy, just so that I could keep in practice. And it's just felt like it started very choppy. Like Ajax would, take 30 seconds to respond to something. Sort of that was like my very first time doing it alone, and it's just been coming more and more fluid and through and strong.
Fine tuning.
Yeah.
But 2 months ago, that was not that long ago. You
No,
got really good really fast.
I so I had a personal session with Zariah about 2 weeks ago, and she was just like, "You have transformed and become a channel," and I was just like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Yay.
And I definitely am feeling now. It carries with it a weight of responsibility for service, which I am starting to understand more and more. So, but it's fun, and I love bringing through
Let me
that.
know if you're up for any private sessions.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. That was good. That was really good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I
He's
have
setting up his-
noticed.
Yeah, he's setting up his Patreon tiers now.
I have noticed that over time, as Ajax has gotten more familiar with me, the way he interacts with me, and it was really interesting to see. And I don't mean to commandeer anything, but it's really interesting to see the way that he interacted with the group at large, as opposed to when hubby and I are sitting in our living room, and it's so cool to see. I'm just excited as heck that he decided that it all came through and he did it. Good job, babe. I'm so proud.
Can I ask, how is he different when it's just you two?
So we have a lot of jokes. He's very, very playful because like I kind of feel like I have started my path as well. And it cracked me up that the first thing that came out was dreams, because Ajax and I spend a lot of time talking about dreams, so much time talking about dreams. But like he's familiar. We have an ongoing joke about spice. Because, and I feel like I need to clarify that, because at one point we were talking about a past life of mine, because sunflowers are really important to me, and I was asking for further clarification about that, and he said at some point I was a dancer in a past life and sunflowers were important, and I kind of smiled and said, "Ooh, spicy," and he goes, "No, actually, your diet was very bland back then." So ever since then, every time we have a session, spice comes up somehow, some way, and it's always really funny. He's very, very funny.
Neat.
Well, I thank you all once again for letting me
Thank you, Christian.
practice. So as long as Ash wants to take a break, I would love to keep hosting these sessions, and I don't want to be the one who takes the stage the whole time. So please, everyone, like this is our forum that Zariah was talking about for being able to start sharing our gifts and practicing. So whoever feeling called to go next, please do. And I had so much fear and trepidation about doing this tonight, but I'm so glad I pushed through, and I feel that you will feel the same way. So please come join us again.
I'm feeling the
nice.
vibe, Christian.
Yep, you get an A+ for the night. So do you, Ellaby. Way to be the foundation. And thank you all.
You're welcome, Ray. Thanks
Yeah.
to you as
Bye,
well.
everyone.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye. Have a
Bye-bye.
great night.
Bye-bye. Great evening. Thank you.